Welcome back. This is episode 72 of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I took the liberty of moving over to our next Astrorium, so you guys didn't have to watch me walk all the way over here. But we are here now, and we're going to begin the episode by using what I believe is the last one in this zone. Number 3 of 3. Alright. That is a bird in flight. It's gotta be, right? Like, what else could it be? Okay, so we have these 6 here. This one has 3 lines connecting to it. So we'll start here, and this is gonna be our last one. It is a bird in flight. I actually got one right for once. Yay! Okay. An owl. Called Shadow in the common parlance. Lucican, the old god of darkness and the night. Constellation has always been owl and not a dragon, even into Winter texts. Perhaps with the elven god Falendin. Okay, sometimes represented in tales as a giant owl, so that's who Falendin is. They're nocturnal hunters, so they were considered terrifying omens of loss. Are there more than 7 old gods? I feel like we've seen more than 7 of these. Maybe. And did a cache appear? It looks like it did. Okay. Although if it's in that cave, we've already found it. What is this? Oh, we have to tell them that we found their friend. Let's go do that because we can quick travel there. And then we'll make our way over, grab the Astrorium cache, and then head to the area where we're going to find Stroud, apparently. Hopefully it's not just like you walk in a cave, there's Stroud, end of quest, because that would be really unclimatic after all this time we've been waiting for it.
Well met, your worship.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterward.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
Uh-oh, wonder if it's going to be like a war table quest or something.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The villagers are glad to have us.
Good.
We impose no levies and help train their guards.
I should be going.
Farewell.
Glad to hear things are going well. Yep, exposed the double agent operation. Alright, cool. But for now, you know, I'm actually going to go to this camp over here just because I hate running all the way out of this fort. That in itself is quite a journey, so it'll probably be quicker just to go this way. We'll head over this way first, and then we'll make a 180. Head back over here. Some highwaymen. We're not really going to mess with them. There's some wolves, and we won't mess with them unless they mess with us. And there's those red lyrium areas. Up. I fell into a wolf. What do you know? Alright, let's grab his remains. Inventory full. Okay. Okay, well, let's... I should have done this between episodes, but... we're right there. Alright, let's just keep going for now. And I'll head to the merchant before we do the main quest thing. So somewhere in this area is a cache. And what do you know? I bet it's right here. We probably will have to get rid of some of our stuff, though, to get these special items. Only 1 loot chest, though. And it's a superb belt of fire resistance. So that could be really good against fire dragons. Not much else. Let's get rid of one of our items so we can... Inventory open. Why is my inventory not opening? It's I, right? Okay, that opens. Did I unbind it by accident? Oh, we're in combat. With something that's way on the other side of the map. Probably one of those wolves. Sometimes I really hate this game. Yeah. See, it's that wolf way up there. See, I'm trying to be all peaceful and leave these wolves to their own devices. And this is what I get. Alright. Killed that wolf for nothing, but the game made me do it. Okay, now inventory is working. See, it'd be nice if they had like a message that said like, cannot open inventory while in combat, that popped up. Let's just get rid of this. Not the Wedge of Destiny. Yay. Alright. Now let's head back here and visit our merchant buddy. And then we'll turn around and come back.
Well,
Alright, so let's sell all the junk first. I don't think I need this. It's not that great of an upgrade. For +5 magic, I honestly don't think we need this either. Garbo we don't need. I'll save these. I'll probably dump them in my storage chest when I get back. I don't think we need any of those. I guess let's real quick go through just our current party and see what they can use. Probably not much. Wrong option. Alright, do I need any of those headpieces? Yeah, I could actually use the superior battle mage cowl. Why not? Who's my other mage? Solus. Is this better than what you have? Yeah, probably. All yours. Varric, I don't think... Yeah, that's pretty much what he has now. As far as medium armor goes, nope, not better. Oh, this is medium armor in Death Sacrifice? It is, huh? It's kind of cool looking. But I think the one I made him is just better, unfortunately. Alright, and Blackwall. What is he wearing now? Ferelden Soldier Helmet? The Warden Helmet, this one. Yep, that's the best. So this is actually better, it looks like. Oh, I guess there's probably 3 sets of Warden armor, essentially. Each one is part of the Warden mantra. In War Victory, and Peace Vigilance, and Death Sacrifice. And I guess the In War one is a mage one we haven't found yet. Okay. See, even though this is better, I like the fact that he's a Warden wearing this. So we're going to let him keep that. Death Sacrifice. As much as I want to give it to him, it's a downgrade, so I'll keep it, but I'm not going to actually let anybody wear it, probably. As far as weapons go, so that's definitely a good reason to do these zones in order if you can. If you're familiar with the game, as you are, having watched this Let's Play. I would definitely do this zone probably after the Fallow Mire. What does he use? Bianca, so that doesn't help me any. I'm pretty sure I don't have any better stabs yet, no. Blackwall, was any of those items we got better than what you have? 160. Axe of Green Edges is arguably better. Let's go with it. And shield-wise... Should I give him the Wedge of Destiny? See, it sounded kind of silly, and it looks obviously silly, but it is a big piece of cheese. It might actually block some arrows or something. Probably smell after a while. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of silly. I like that it's in there as like an Easter egg, but I wouldn't actually use it. It breaks the immersion. So, I think we're good. Let's sell everything else. Everything that's not purple, at least. Although if we need more money, we can always sell the purple stuff later. A lot of money for that one. Actually, let's hold on to that for one of our, like Iron Bull or Cassandra might need that. Alright, I think we're good. Are we good? 26. What do I guess all those purple items and all? Or the rings? Probably the rings more. Still good enough though. Okay. At long last. I know we're already 10 minutes in, but we are finally going to go to the main quest. Yay! If I can find my way there from 3 Trout Pond. So I guess this is the actual pond over here. Which I assume was home to more than 3 trout, because it is a rather large pond. Kind of a nice one, too. This would be a good place to build a camp, actually. Over at the dock over there. Hawk. Where the Druffalo roam. Somebody say Holst or Hawk? Alright, let's do a quick save. And here we go. Oh, they're a Hawk,
Glad
okay.
you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the warden should be at the back of the cave.
That's right, new hairdo.
There was a group of wardens out there hunting a senior warden. They said he was a traitor.
Of course they did. They may even have believed it. How much blood is shed by good men following bad orders?
Still expecting Hawk, but I'll get used to it. Didn't help that I've been editing my videos for Dragon Age 2 in between doing this, and of course she looks a lot different there. But it does make sense. It's been a couple of years, she's older, she's kind of in disguise. I could see her getting a different haircut like that. Is Hawk following me, I guess? Examine. Banner of the Blind Men. Marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who are known to sell slaves to Tevinter. It is possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the bloodstains on the walls suggest otherwise.
Let's...
Oh, cutscene. Speaking of bloodstains. Areas.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Stroud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
Most of you wardens disappear. Then I run into a darkspawn magister named Corypheus. Do you think that one might have something to do with the other?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power.
That's what I said.
My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Really?
I recall that being a bad thing. But I don't recall you telling me about all this.
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
Even the young ones, I guess. The calling, of course, is after the Grey Warden has had the taint in them for a number of years. Usually when they're, I guess, like 40 or 50, they it begins to take their toll on them, and they can hear the archdemon calling to them, or the archdemons calling to them, just as the Darkspawn do. So before they succumb to the blight and become Darkspawnish themselves, or I guess a ghoul, they head to the deep roads and kill as many Darkspawn as they can before they die. But if all of the wardens in Orlais hear the calling, even the young ones, that must mean that Corypheus is using the power of the taint to draw them to him. But she wouldn't know what the calling is, so let's have them explain it.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the blight will soon claim him. It starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the wardens fall, who will stand against the next blight? It is our greatest fear.
And then they do something desperate. Which is, of course, what Corypheus wants.
So is he just trying to kill them and get rid of a potential adversary, or is he actually trying to draw them to him, where he can use them for his own gains.
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
You said all the wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you? And also you, Blackwall?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
I do not fear the calling. And worrying about it only gives it power. Anything Corypheus does will only strengthen my resolve.
But you do hear it then. They all do. Definitely glad I brought him though, adds an extra element of interest to it.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets him affect the minds of wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
So the wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future Blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach.
Western approach.
It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Ah, we've been there, so that's what they were doing, I guess. I'm interested to hear more about this blood magic ritual to prevent future blights. I don't think it's gonna. It sounds a lot like the Architect's plan to awaken the archdemons. Wonder if it's related to that at all. So many refuse to speak of it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it if we do not share it? The calling is not a source of shame. The song that whispers in the back of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of a life well lived in service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Could it not be a gift, a final haunting melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts opened? Could this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, the music almost a voice, at once unearthly and beautiful. I found myself humming it aloud a few days past. Where once it intruded, it now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear. Training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and inserts itself into them so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of a presence watching and calling, had always been part of what I remember. It must be what a Darkspawn feels like, I guess, always having the archdemons watching them. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagined. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing the wit to differentiate between this world and that which will consume and destroy it. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know, I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the doors, fighting as a Grey Warden should. But if I am to die after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasures of this song's beauty? The final pages of To My Fellow Wardens by Sir Marjorie Baron. Sir Marjorie. Why does that sound familiar?
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach. Though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust.
Again, cut themselves off there. Glad I have the subtitles up. So I guess that's the idea. You're supposed to go to this zone and then it directs you to the western approach. It's kind of weird they would let you go to those zones ahead of time though, by having like those 4 table things. I know they kind of like limit it with the powers. It's sort of a time gate, but I would rather they just limited it by like the story progression. Anything else I can learn from Stroud?
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, your worship.
I don't like that title.
Clarel's the Warden Commander, right? What's she like?
She was a good warden. One Among those, King Kalen reached out too before the Blight. She always resented missing the chance to help. When the calling came, Clarel stopped listening to the rest of us. Only magic could solve this problem, she said.
Do you think Corypheus is using the calling to control her?
It's hard to say. I have heard the whispers of the calling myself, but it's only noise, no words. Certainly no commands. Either way, the guilt is hers. She's Warden Commander. She should bow to no one's word but Weishaupt's.
What's it like, being a warden? I can't even imagine.
It's been a long time since I was anything else. It becomes your life, searching out Darkspawn, killing them, ensuring no one ever knows how close they are.
Corypheus was in a warden prison, right? So you must know something about him.
I know little, and that much only because of my relative seniority. Most wardens have never heard of him. When I suggested Corypheus might have something to do with the calling, the warden mages turned on me. I trained some of those wardens myself. If I knew any more of Corypheus, I would share it, your worship.
We'll talk later.
What about Hawk? Anything new to say, Hawk?
Let's go.
Guess not. Alright, so I think that's about everything for Crestwood. Let me look at my quest log just to be extra sure. Yep, geological survey. We can do that at any table. Actually, while we're here though, because we might be able to pick up another one after that. I don't know why I'm doing these surveys though, I guess for the influence and to use up crafting materials. I probably won't need these low level ones anyway. That's a potion table. There's the requisition table. There we go. And now we can get another quest.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
What do we have? Another one maybe? Yep. And we have enough. Good. I probably don't need iron or obsidian anymore. And I did look up at the list again. The ones we haven't been to are the last three, level-wise. The Emerald Graves, the Empriests, and
Dispatch for you.
the Hissing Wastes. So that's good.
What is
Hopefully
it?
some of them will have tier 3
This
stuff
may
as
be
well.
worthwhile.
Okay, Druffalo Hide and Embrium, we do have that. Get a lot of influence out of this. Well, maybe not a lot, but at least some. Every bit helps. I want those wonderful perks.
Word for you.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
More Druffalo Hide for longbows.
I've news, sir.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Wow, we have a lot of materials for this. Alright, I'll do this one and then maybe one more. If we even can do one more. I don't want to spend all day here. I want to get to the western approach and see what's
Dispatch
going
for
on
you.
there.
What is it?
This could help us.
Alright, we'll turn this in and we're good to go. Alright. To the western approach. Although, before we do that, let's stop at Skyhold. And I think everybody should be done their missions by now, because it is a brand new day. So, it's been like what? 15, 16 hours since I last played, I think. That should be enough time. Although I think one of them did like a 15-hour mission, so it might be cutting it close. I don't remember how late I was up last night playing this. Not too late, I don't think. But I suppose we'll find out. We can stop at the garden too, see if it grew in that time. Always good to spend a little time at Skyhold, making sure everything's okay. And we found that second quarry, didn't we, to upgrade the courtyard?
Worship.
We might do that later, though. Yay, elf fruit. I'm just gonna let it continue to grow. Nope, not you. Guess that just means like crafting ingredient. These two are still growing, though. Let's put a rare one over here. Just, well, I don't know if you can, though. I'm still the wrong plant. Alright, seems okay. Now let's head inside. And go back to the war table. So I'm not sure, it doesn't really mark where the, well, maybe that's the war table. It doesn't really mark where the courtyard indicator is, so I'll look that up later on. And we can probably use the war table to go right to the western approach as well. That's my quarters. Well, okay, let's head back inside. There we go. At some point too, I do want to actually decorate, like make sure I have the decorations I want for Skyhold, make this like my own like elven mage stronghold. Maybe that'll be an episode at some point where I just go around and decorate everything. I just gotta look up where we actually have to go to get the decorations I would need. Stained glass and all that. I do like the idea that that's in the game, though. It's little things like that that make a game extra interesting and add to the RPG elements of it. Alright, we got some influence, a upgrade, and a new quest from the crows, and smell fruit. Cool. Alright, so let's do strike a bargain with merchant princes. With the Antivans. Only she can do that. Alright.
Let us begin.
Good luck, Josephine. Offer from the crows. Don't know who Enzo is, but he's obviously a bad guy. So Cullen is going to have his own people do it. Liliana will work with the crows. I feel like it's always better to work with people than against people.
Inquisitor.
We have enough enemies as it stands. And then once again, the question is, where can we send Cullen? This one maybe?
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
What is this? Oh, we already, okay, we can't do that one. Wow, we have a lot of quests around Crestwood, but we'll do them later since we already sent out our agents. I'm liking how many different things there are to do, though. Like, it would have been really easy for them to put like 20 in there, and then, you know, once the player uses them up, that's it. But as much as we've been doing, it seems like there's always more to do, which is nice. Alright, so, distinguished resources. The western approach. That's where we want to go. We're still on the warden quest. Let's keep the same team with us. Was that Solus we had, I think? And Varric and Blackwall. And I know we've explored most of this area. This is the one with the first keep we found and the dragon we chased. And what else was here? That, like, those tar pits or sulfur pits. And this time-stopped area. So there's actually a lot of stuff here. Alright, the western approach. Yep, this zone. Was this the one with the dragon, or was this am I confusing it with, one of the other ones? I feel like the dragon was down there. Maybe. Okay, there's the keep. And there's that, yeah, Kurikavas. Alright, so this is the closest camp for this one. Let's go to that one. Have our well, we don't have all of our potions restored, but for one potion I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's grab this death root while I'm here. Oh, this, okay, so we did, I remember seeing this place and thinking it was really cool, but there was like nothing going on here. So that's what it's for. I should have known it would have come in useful down the road. Some bandits over there. Not gonna worry about them. Let's do a quick save as we run them. Just in case. I think at this point we're high enough level where we don't have to worry about dying to anything here, I would hope, but in case of a crash or something of that nature, it's always good to save. Save often and in different slots, as they say. Except with Pokemon, that always worried me that you only had the one save slot, which was a good incentive to buy multiple games, but it was still always worried me that I would crash while saving and screw up a save file.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
Better hurry.
Blood magic, I'd wager. You can smell it. Or see the corpses. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
Stop the blights, though. I wonder what they're even doing. Oh wow, do they kill other wardens?
Wait! No.
Looks like it.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
So she's not here then.
This is wrong!
He's possessed.
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice.
And the rift.
Good. Now bind it just as I showed you.
Was that rift magic? Interesting. Or is it just demonic magic?
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Eramond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter Magister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think.
Are they possessed or controlling the
Wardens,
demons?
hands up. Hands down.
Who's controlling who here?
Corypheus has taken their minds.
They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help.
Even Tevinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Uh-huh. Considering how deeply they're buried, in fact they are buried, you can't just use the deep roads to get to them. Like, they're still digging and probably will be for hundreds of years. Not sure it's going to work out the way they expect it to.
Ah, I was wondering when the demon army would show up.
You knew about it, did you? Well then, here you are. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Still confused as to what part the Wardens play then. Is it because they're Wardens, Corypheus can control them through the ritual, and thus through them the demons? Not really sure like how that works and why they couldn't just choose normal mages. Oh, an attack option.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No! Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, And they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Except this won't even stop the blights.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when dark spawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted... Woof. No more blights. Ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world.
That's madness. For all we know, killing the old gods could make things even worse.
Well then, it's a good thing I'm taking this demon army off their hands.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Olay. Now they are bound to my master.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
Somebody's certainly a tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here in the world.
Mm-hmm. You really believe that, do you?
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't.
Fight time.
The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you were foolish enough to interfere again.
About to say, it looked like he had an anchor on his
That
hand as
mark
well.
there, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil. You stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the Fade. When I bring him your hand, his gratitude will be... Ah!
Studied some breath magic myself.
Kill them!
He had some kind of like red mark though. I wonder if that was supposed to mean anything. Check them all.
Went well.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Oh, of course. It's not real blood magic until someone gets sacrificed.
Human sacrifice. Demon summoning. Who looks at this and thinks it's a good idea?
The fearful and the foolish.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk. But they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Erimond fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
I guess they didn't want to summon a demon army out in public.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Alright. Looks like that's the end of this part of the quest. Some spirit essence. Shadow essence. Wonder if Adamant's going to be part of this zone? Probably. Or somewhere else. A letter found on a Grey Warden mage. Miss Shan, I don't trust this ritual Clarel is talking about. Are you sure it's safe? Have you ever used blood magic? I don't care what the Chantry says, I doubt they'd approve of the joining if they knew everything about us. My family fought to venture slavers near the border. This Ahriman sounds like everything that's wrong with the Imperium. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. If you can look at me in the eye and tell me that this ritual is safe, I won't speak of it again. If not, just come back safe, please. Sure enough. Well, that didn't work out so well. Alright, so guess that's about it for this leg of the quest. I'm going to end the episode here, and when we come back, we will head to Adamant and see what the Wardens are up to.